Hi, and welcome to Easy as Pie. In this video, we're going to be looking at addition and subtraction with decimals. Right, when writing out our first question, we're going to ensure that we follow the three simple rules of adding and subtracting decimals. So, rule number one, we're going to make sure that our units columns all line up. As you can see, they all do. We're going to ensure that our decimal points line up. This is very important, and this carries through right into the answer. So, and the final part is it helps to write in a 0 to ensure all the decimals are the same length. This is sometimes called a placeholder. So, let's do our sum. 0 plus 3 gives us 3. 2 plus 8 gives us 10. So we carry over our 1. 4 plus 1 gives us 5, and then add the 2. So 24.8 plus 0.23 is 25.03. Let's take a look at our next question. But before we write it out, we're going to ensure we follow our three simple rules. Rule number one, our decimal points are all going to line up. Rule number two, we're going to make sure our units columns line up. And rule number three, when needed, we're going to add a 0 to make sure our decimals are all the same length. So, following those rules, 0.89 plus 62, lining up our decimal point, 0.3, adding in my 0, and then 5.23. Now I can add with confidence, knowing that all of my columns are in the right place. So 9 plus 3 gives me 12. I carry my 1 over. 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1. So 8 and 2 gives me 10. 3 and 1 give me 14 in total. Carry my 1 across. Adding in my decimal point. Then I've got 2, 5 and 1 gives me 8. And then add the 6. So 68.42. So, with subtraction questions, we need to ensure that we follow the same rules as the addition questions. We're going to make sure our units columns all line up, as do our decimal points, and we're going to add our placeholder. So, 7 take away 0 gives us 7. 6 take away 2 gives us our 4. Line up our decimal points. 5 take away 3 gives me 2. And then 4 take away nothing gives me 4. Okay, let's take a look at our next question. It gets slightly harder. Right, 97.3 take away 15.45. Going to remember to add my 0 on, and then 15.45. Right, so we've got our decimal points lined up, our columns units in the right place, and we've added our 0. 0 take away 5. We can't do that, so we need to borrow 10 from the left. So that becomes a 2, and that becomes 10. 10 take away 5 gives me 5. 2 take away 4, again, I'm going to need to borrow. That's going to become a 6, and that's going to become a 12. 12 take away 4 gives me 8. Adding in my decimal point, 6 take away 5 gives me 1. 9 take away 1 leaves me with 8. 81.85. Let's have a look at this question. James has £4.50 and spends 89p on sweets. How much does he have left? So we're still looking at subtraction here, but now we've got a worded question. So we are starting with our £4.50, but we have a problem. We've got 89p, and I can't just add in 89. So I need to convert it into pounds. So that becomes 0.89. So keeping my decimal points in the right place, all my columns. I don't need to add in my 0 here. And because it's a money question, it'll only be to 2 decimal places. So again, I can't do 0 take away 9. So I'm going to borrow from the left. Turn that into a 4 and give me 10. 10 take away 9 gives me 1. 4 take away 8. Again, I'm borrowing. 14 take away 8 gives me 6. Add in my decimal point. 3 take away 0 gives me 3. So £3.61. So when writing your answer, you've got to remember to put your pound sign in. £3.61. And because it's a money question, you've got to ensure that your answer is to 2 decimal places. So if I only had one decimal as my answer, I would always make sure I add on the 0. Okay, now it's your turn. Have a go at answering these questions. Leave your answers for me in the comments. However, if you have any questions and want to contact me, feel free to send a message. Don't forget to subscribe and keep an eye out for our next video. Thank you very much for watching.